Good morning, everyone. Today we're going to talk about what is personally to me the most stressful part of any build, and we're right there at that phase at Hicksville number 4 and Plainview number 3. And that phase is the punch list phase. Everything has to come together perfectly for the photographer, for the video, for the first open house, and I don't know why, but it just really irks me when all these little details are coming together, and I'm a perfectionist and my mind just doesn't rest until everything is perfect. All the touch-ups are done, all the little details are knocked out, the appliances are hooked up, the wood floors, the paint. There's just so much going on in the final couple weeks of every build, and I'm stressing right now. I'll tell you what doesn't need any work, and it's this curb appeal right here. I like to knock this aspect of the punch list phase out early as possible because it is this initial listing photo, this pristine front landscape that draws the initial interest. And I've been getting a ton of calls on this build because what I like to do is put that listing photo up and then put interior photos of previous builds. And obviously I explain that in the listing so it's not misleading in any way. But this house has been generating a ton of interest, and as soon as I'm ready for that open house, I'll take the professional photos, I'll do the video. But right now, this build from the exterior is 100% complete. I have nothing to stress about from the punch list point of view over here. Let's go inside so I can show you what's got to be done inside to complete this build and get ready to sell it. The floors are barely dried from that first sand stain and poly. We knocked out that major task this week. I don't want any heavy trades now coming through the door and scratching up these wood floors. Of course, we're gonna do some floor protection when these countertops and this backsplash gets done. But as I look around, all I see is hundreds of things that I gotta get done. Touch-ups, hooking up the appliances, getting the backsplash in, the countertop installed. There's a bathroom on this floor that needs the shower bodies hooked up, the faucets put in. But it's coming together. I'm obsessed with these dark gray cabinets. These are the same ones from the North Belmore build, if you recognize. We've got this formal dining room here. We've got tons of electric work to do, all kinds of plumbing left to do. But this is that phase where everything comes together, and it really stresses me out because you can make as many lists as you want, but unless you apply yourself and start knocking items off that list, the stress doesn't get any lighter. So much more of the same on the second floor. Right behind me is the main bath. And just this one little tiny room has 10 different things that need to be done. The shower body, the shelves, the countertop, the bath vanity hardware. I've got to get the toilet in, the mirrors on the wall, one more coat of paint, the color for the exhaust fan grill, the AC grill cover. You get the point. There's a lot of things that have to get done at this phase, but to me, one of the most important when everybody else is out is the deep cleaning. Just like I'm focused on the curb appeal on the outside, I'm very focused on the presentation on the interior. This place is gonna be so clean that when people walk in the door, and I'm used to this reaction all the time, their mouths drop because they're just not used to seeing this level of completion. Before we go inside, can we just take a second to glow, please? Because this lawn just got its first cut the other day and it looks insane. And as you pull up to this corner, all you're gonna see is pristine landscape, high-end masonry, high-end finishes, and you know right off the bat that this isn't a cookie cutter new construction. As I walk around this place, I can't help but get nervous and overwhelmed, knowing that in 2 weeks I have to have an open house with this place 100% complete, but it's coming together. And let me show you some of the things that we have left. If you recall in a previous episode, we had a little debacle where this dining room wasn't really well defined and we extended this wall. And now when you come around this way, you'll see why that little 6-foot section of wall really made this kitchen, because now this island doesn't stick out into no man's land. You've got a nice spot to tuck in that refrigerator. And in this space, we've got electric, appliance hookups, backsplash, and countertops. I still gotta clean this place up, put this powder room together, get this laundry room cleaned up, and this fireplace right here is gonna be the focal point of the family room. We've gotta close this up with some cement board, get a nice mantle built, some tile put in place. These floors need one more coat of poly, and just about every room has 3 or 4 items that have to be knocked off the list. But it's coming together. I'm obsessed with the color palette. I'm obsessed with the finishes. And I would say this is probably the nicest build I've done to date. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you guys can appreciate now why the punch list phase is so stressful. There's so many trades involved. We've got to bring them all back. There's so many moving parts, such long lists. But when it's all done, it's the greatest feeling in the world. It's like when I look back at this lawn and I say, wow, this place was complete wilderness when we started. If you don't already follow me on Instagram, I put out content like this every single day. At Pinnacle Real Estate is my handle. Thank you again for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe to this channel and have a great day, everyone.